Morning, everyone. Today I'm bringing you the brand new range of softs from Trogon Cricket. So, I've got pads and gloves to show to you. So, I'll start off with just the pads here. I will be quite straight up and honest, and I'll say these are probably the comfiest pads I've ever put on, or at least comfiest pads I've put on for a very, very long time. Cane front, as we can see here, with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cane fronts there. Big old side wing padding just there. Incredibly lightweight as well for a cane pad too. So normally you think cane pads might be a bit heavier, and sort of the more ones with the foam inserts and the fronts, they tend to be the slightly lighter weight feeling ones. These are incredibly lightweight already. So yeah, really good for early doors. On the back, we've got really solid straps, as we can see here, with the toweling on there. So there's going to be no rubbing or pad rash, if you want to say that, knocking around with you. And then at the side here, we've got the the sort of tag bits. I don't know what you call these bits on the pads, I'm afraid. They're just the extra. Basically help secure the pad a bit more, but also prevent the buckle strap rubbing against your side of your leg. Inside, you've got a gel padded knee cup in there, which is excellent. So it's really deep. You can fit your knee right in there. And if you're going to get hit on the front, then yeah, that's going to take any sort of shock absorption out of it. Design-wise, as we can see here, got a lovely little top hat design there. The top hat itself is really short, so that's a real big plus just for me, because I'm not the tallest person in the world. So I tend to find if you've got adult pads, sometimes the top hats on certain pads can be quite large. So short top hat is actually really quite handy from my point of view, but other people might just like it as well, especially with the thigh padding that we now wear. You don't want it to be sort of catching, knocking about, all of those sort of bits and pieces. So yeah, really nice sort of solid top hat as well. It's really good padded as well. They've got cane inserts in there up the top, lots of foam just in this area too, that will just take any sort of glancing blows that you might get caught with, but on one slightly higher. Down the bottom, very thick shin bolster as well, sort of in here, very thick padding, as we can see just in here. Big old foam padding just in there, big amounts of sort of the mesh pad section in there. That's going to help absorb more impact as well. In terms of fit really well straight out the packet. I would probably say just tighten the straps, really. Depends how you like your pads to fit more than anything. So I quite like my pads fitting quite tightly, so I will obviously need to pull and do a little bit of the little foldy loopy section. So yeah, just be aware of that. If you've got quite short little legs or sort of thin legs as well, you'll need to just pull them quite tightly to make sure they fit properly. But if you've just got standard legs, then yeah, they'll be perfectly fine as well. They bend round really nicely, so that you can see them wrapping around your legs. So they won't take long to fully break in and mould to you the way you like them in the first place, because of the cane around there. So as you can see, that I'm squishing that all the way around with just one hand, and it sort of wraps all the way around in one. Design wise, really nice, simple design more than anything. So I really like how they look. The materials that they're made out of, especially down the front here, it's got that that synthetic sort of leathery sort of feel at the front as well. So it's going to be nice, hard wearing and durable when they get hit, and they just feel incredibly solid. Just even in my hands and on your legs more than anything. They're not going to be intrusive when you're running. They're not going to be getting in the way. You're hardly going to notice that you're wearing them, basically, which is what you want from a pair of pads. You don't want to feel like they're there and weighing you down. You want to be able to move and feel comfortable while batting at the crease. So yeah, really solid pads. that Lenny has produced here is his first ever run of pads, because he's still fairly new to the business as well himself. But yeah, really, really lovely, simple design, comfy, and just really, really recommend these pads more than anything. So yeah, very, very, very good. Moving on to the gloves. He's got one set of gloves here in his range currently. I think he's looking to expand into a sausage finger style. Got here split finger box gloves. So instantly they're flexible out the packet. You can take these straight out to the middle this weekend, no problem at all. Solid sort of finger construction in there. There's a little bit of embossing just along the side inserts, as you can just sort of maybe see there, just to give it a nice little touch more than anything. Palm wise, we have got a sheep leather palm. So the company that do the petards down in Somerset, I believe, have stopped doing it now. So companies are not going to be able to get the old traditional sort of petards that you used to be able to see a lot of the time on your gloves. So a lot more companies are actually now using these style palms, where they're the really sort of soft sheep leather style ones. I actually personally prefer it as well. They just sort of last. They just sort of give you a bit better grip. They feel nicer on your hands. And to be honest, the sweat absorption, if you've got very, very sweaty hands like I do, is pretty similar in my opinion. So that's fine. In here, really, really solid sort of look, straight, as you can see, flexible, nice and simple, and straight out the packet. Got two-piece thumb, which is good. I like a two-piece thumb. I always find with bang gloves the thumbs can be too huge a lot of the time, so the smaller the thumb the better, I think, because then you can actually get your hand around the bat and it doesn't feel like they're sort of sticking out or getting in the way. But yeah, straight, really, really flexible, really, really comfortable, incredibly solid, nice wrist straps, just like how the pants were. Straight on there, you're not going to feel like your gloves are going to constantly undo. They're just going to sit there and just sit for the whole of your innings, however long and however short it might be. Plenty of air vents in there as well, as looking at that, just sort of on the palms and through the inserts on the fingers as well. But yeah, protection wise, solid all the way through here. I can feel you've got extra reinforcement just on the top lead fingers here, but then also through the back of these fingers, they've all got the little plastic inserts in every single sort of segment. All the way through there, they've got little plastic inserts to help you if you do get caught on the hand. But yeah, excellent softs. These are just men's, fit me perfectly fine. So if you've got quite large hands as well, I've got quite wide hands, so they do fit perfectly fine. But I've weirdly got funny little fingers, so always with batting gloves for me, the little finger always ends up being sticking into a little bit here, but the rest of my fingers are all fitting perfectly fine. I've got plenty of width in here in terms of across there, so it will fit a wide range of sort of hand sizes as well, in that sort of demographic. So yeah, really solid stuff here from Lenny. As a first run of batting gloves, I like the way they look, I like the way the pads look, simple, clean, and effective. So yeah, definitely go give them a check out. They're really good quality. His bats, as I have done on the previous review, are also excellent. I've been using them this season to mixed results. It's not the bat's fault, it's my fault more than anything. So yeah, 100% recommend gloves from Lenny at Trogon Cricket, and most certainly would suggest checking out the pads more than anything. So yeah, thanks guys, bye.